mom once told me to do a search online. Search for photos of Earth, he said. This shit will blow your mind. So I opened up the Google and I looked for photos of Earth. Well, a lot of photos came up. He said, click on the first. He said, that's the famous blue marble that everybody's seen. We've seen this photo 1,000 times upon our TV screen. Well, let me tell you something about that famous shot. It's not a photo at all, man. It was made in Photoshop. Cause there ain't no photographs unless somebody tell me why. They're all just Photoshop cartoons, they're all just CGI. No photographic proof of a code, no, not at all. Why the hell can no one take a photo of this ball? He was goddamn right. That shit did blow my mind. Because I thought the blue marble was a photo all this time. Well, don't you think that's strange? He said suspiciously. Now, the fact that it ain't a photo seems pretty weird to me. I mean, the most important photo that man could ever take, this huge iconic image turns out to be a fake? Well, I couldn't quite believe it, man. I was pretty shocked. I needed further proof that this photo's Photoshop. He said, look up Robert Simon. He made that cartoon ball. He's the guy you should research. He works for NASA and all. He openly admits that it's all just artistry. He said, and I quote, it's photoshopped, but it has to be. There ain't no photographs unless somebody tell me why. They're all just Photoshop cartoons, they're all just CGI. No photographic proof of a code, no, not at all. Why the hell can no one take a photo of this ball? Yep, every photo of the Earth is artist trickery. All the photos on Google, man, are as fake can be. Download all the photos and put them side by side. Compare all the continents, they're each a different size. Compare all the colors, each globe a different shade. If all of these were photos, man, they should look the goddamn same. Where's the continuity? There's none. No, none at all. All that NASA gives us is a bunch of cartoon balls, cause there ain't no photographs unless somebody tell me why. They're all just Photoshop cartoons, they're all just CGI. No photographic proof of a code, no, none at all. Why the hell can no one take a photo of this ball? Now we're supposed to have this telescope, right, that's flying past the stars, taking beautiful photos of Jupiter and Mars. Well, I've got a small suggestion, NASA. Here's something you can do. Point that thing at planet Earth and take a shot or two, because there should be goddamn thousands of photos of where we live. But Hubble ain't taken one. That's suspicious, don't you think? We got all these fancy pictures of spinning galaxies, but not one goddamn photo of the Earth for us to see. Cause there ain't no photographs unless somebody tell me why. They're all just Photoshop cartoons, they're all just CGI. No photographic proof of a code, no, not at all. Why the hell can no one take a photo of this ball? There ain't no photographs unless somebody tell me why. They're all just Photoshop cartoons, they're all just CGI. No photographic proof of a code, no, not at all. Why the hell can no one take a photo of this ball?
I think I'm just going to turn over a new leaf and rename my channel No Proof of Fuel and Wings. That's all I'm going to change. I don't know. We are really going to dive deep into this, or deep dive. I guess you can say it either way. I go both ways. It doesn't matter. Anyways. So yeah. You know, I can't even sit here for 10 minutes and not think about how shit works. Because guess what? This is my last not response. I'm asking YouTube. Okay, this is what I asked it. Let's go back. Hopefully it kept the hold on here. I gotta find my library history. This is hilarious. Yeah, I left comment on your vids. No one named any accounts. Keep telling me to loom up stuff, and yet I can't find it. It's always look up stuff. I'm probably from fueling experts. Show me the fuel tank in the plane. Show me the that's what I'm trying to find. But I wish it would show me what I asked Google. See, there's another. Okay, good. That one's still there. That one shows repairing the wing tank on the. That's just a little tiny plane. This guy here.
There's also fuel. Now, this airplane does it not only have.
Back it up here. Where?
Fuel. They need energy to.
This guy is talking about this being the fuel tank, one of many, like supposed 10 of these. But still, how much does that hold? I used to drive semi-tractor trailer. That holds probably, what would it hold? 4,000 liters, maybe 5. I doubt it even holds that much. How big is that? That's got to be 4 feet by, let's say that's 4 feet by 6 or 7 feet. Huh? Last time I checked, these guys were crawling through the fuel tanks. You cannot crawl through this as a 6-foot person on your hands and knees. You cannot crawl through this through a fucking airplane wing. Show me this inside the airplane. Show me this fucking tank. This guy is loopy. He is saying we are conspiracy theorists. No shit. This is not where these guys are crawling through. This is not inside the next video, which is a 737 or 47 or whatever the hell the size of the plane is. This is not in that wing. The guy crawling through the fuel tank in the next video I'm going to show you is not climbing through this fucking thing. I can sit here all day. And you want to know something? I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. Do I have my pen around here somewhere? Don't let me forget to look up how many videos there are on fuel tanks or fuel tank capacity of a fucking airplane. There is hardly any. Okay, this is all we need to do on this video, because that's all he's going to talk about is this piece of shit fucking lunchbox that I'd put probably half my lunch in because I eat so much. Okay, so I don't deal with lunch boxes. Okay, complete waste of time. I wish you could see me. I wish I had more better lighting in here. What do we got here? We got they keep saying shit, but they can't show it. I know, it literally drives me nuts. I sit here and I'm just like, what else could I look up? How can I want to prove this to myself. It's like looking up fucking globe information. You cannot prove it to yourself. You just can't. Oh, well, can I have any photos of this fucking place we live? No, you can't have any photos. So I thought I wasn't going to do another video until at least Friday. Oh. I hope these clouds get the fuck out of the sky so I can record something tonight. Makes perfect sense if they were honest, That is about the fuel is needed to take off. Yeah, see, that could be in the belly of the airplane for the turbo and a few other things they might need to run off of generators. Hint, fuel to run a diesel generator or whatever the kind of fuel it is, they would run a generator. I'm not saying they have diesel. I'm just saying if you run a generator, you're going to need some fuel. See, the funny thing is, you could sit here all day trying to find any proof of any fuel tank known to man in an airplane wing that fits the description and the dimensions of a fucking wing. If this was a wing, I cannot put this inside this. It doesn't fit. It doesn't go in here. It does not fit. You cannot put this inside of this. It doesn't fit. I can't push it into it. It doesn't fit into the fucking iPad. Its fucking dimensions are fucked. You cannot put this into a fucking Apple. You cannot jam this into this container. It's virtually fucking impossible. Fucking grow up. Use your fucking melons and start thinking. Let's watch another pathetic video, as we do. Because that's what we do. We analyze shit. At least I do. I get a little excited here because
to push him along.
I get no proof.
Gravity and friction and
yeah,
and whatever.
He even mentions how they fly due to gravity. Ooh, another magical force. This guy's a little cuckoo. Okay, now let's go back to the shitbagger that was in the fucking wing, supposedly. I am in history. Where's the... There's the fuck nut.
Good morning.
Okay, first of all, right off start, we don't know where he is. It's just him. Hey, guess what? Guess where I am? I'm inside of Michael Jordan's mansion. One of the many he owns. This is what it looks like in one of his bedrooms in Michael Jordan's mansion. Sure, why not? And guess what? In the next room, I can't provide any proof that there even is a next room because all you see is this. There's 37 purple elephants in the next room. There is. Just trust me. There is, okay? Think. Okay, just don't forget that I'm in Michael Jordan's mansion right now, okay? So first of all, we don't know where this guy is. He could be playing in his own fucking... I don't know. I don't get it. Just, we'll watch it, okay? Let's read the description. Let's, the tank... That tank actually makes perfect sense. Yeah, for honest, I read that. Lunchbox, fuel tank in the wings. It could break off. This is the disciple hiker. What's happening? All right, we'll try to continue. I may have a heart attack during this, so if I do, I'm good.
Furlingos with the Delta Flight Museum. We're here in the right.
So at the top it says the 747. Okay.
Wing fuel tank of the 747.
Bullshit.
6301. We try to do Facebook Live. No signal down here, so we're going to do what we can and then post it later. But we do want to show you.
What? Hold on a sec here. Two things. He said he cannot do Facebook Live. That's one thing. Now he gets to cut it up and not do it live. Second of all, he said down here. What do you mean you're down? He's up in an airplane wing. What do you mean down? I bet you he's underground or underneath a building or a construction site that needs fuel tanks to run their equipment or generators. He is not up in an airplane wing. Remember, question everything you are told.
Some of this stuff. This is.
I'll back it up a bit here.
Good morning. I'm Tim Furlingus with the Delta Flight Museum. We're here in the right wing fuel tank of the 747.
The right wing fuel tank. Okay, let's look that up. Right wing fuel tank in 747. No, he's he's the first video. I don't want videos. I want to. Okay, 747 right. So what's right? This vent surge tank number 3, reserve tank number 4, main tank 3, main tank. Right wing. So what is? I still don't know what that means. Is he in tank 3 or 4? See, now they got 2 3s. This is what it looks like on the 747. So they've got just remember he's crawling through this. So there's got to be 3 to 3.5, 4 feet of length that goes. The wing comes to a point. That's last time I checked. All right.
Ship 6301. We try to do Facebook Live. No signal down here, so we're going to do what we can and then post it later. But we do want to show you some of this stuff. This is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us. So we're really happy to
see again. Well, I can't. So right here, there's the wing goes this way supposedly because there's a backing there. So behind him, there should be other support beams. But now over here, he's going to go towards this way. So now we've got a wing that goes in 2 different directions.
We are in, as you can see, it's not one big open fuel tank. If you want to look down here, you can see that the fuel tanks are.
See, that's what I mean. He's going. It's like when we're watching the space shuttle and the the ISS, and the astronaut goes cruising down the plane. This is interesting. Hello?
Actually divided by walls. This keeps the fuel from.
So he says these dividers are splitting up the fuel, so when the plane banks, it stays in. But what does it do when it's up at this level? Nothing makes sense.
Draining to one side or the other when the aircraft makes maneuvers, and then of course each fuel tank is actually almost completely separated, and there's a series of pumps and hoses that helps distribute the fuel during flight, distributes it to engines and also between the fuel tanks to make sure that the flight stays balanced. In fact, I remember when we brought the plane over, we kept fuel in it just because the plane is so efficient. Fuel's really needed for ballast, and so we kept some of the fuel in it and drained it when we finally got over here to make sure it came over smoothly when we were taxiing it over here. So we're gonna head out, but before we do that, I wanted to show a few things off. So I'm gonna ask if Austin can bring the camera over here. So this is
this. Where is he? Seriously. Where? He's not in an airplane wing. This is ridiculous. Once in a lifetime. We will post it later.
wall
They're doing some work upstairs. This is the wall to the fuselage fuel tank, so that's the main tank under the aircraft. And then if you can bring it up here, you notice those two darker nuts and bolts that are coming out. That is part of the system that's going to be holding up our wing walk. So you can see how they actually use holes for that were already in the aircraft to then use that to support the.
Can you hear what's going on? They are banging. Now, there are wires in this, so I might be concerned with a spark. Last time I checked, when I was watching those airplane disasters, of course, they just showed an example of how fuel would be moving around and sloshing and getting lower as the plane flies. Didn't look like this whatsoever. The other issue is, what are they sawing that is producing sparks? If they were in a fuel tank, I'm sure there are, like, how long did they leave that to dissipate all the fumes? How do you get every single droplet of fuel out of that airplane wing?
The wing walk. So we're going to go ahead now and make our way out through this kind of labyrinth to where we came. I'm going to grab the light so we don't leave it at the end.
Just watch what happens here.
And our tour guide that you'll see in front of us, this is Jeff Rembez with Delta Tech Ops. He's been one of the guys working on the wing wall.
See that guy? He's almost standing up. He's almost standing up. This guy right here. He's almost standing up in a flat wing. Interesting.
For us, and he's been one of the guys who's been.
So now, what is that? 4 feet? The wings are 4 feet thick and square.
Going to take probably most of all making sure that those holes got drilled in the right places to support the wing walk. So maneuver out, and you can see each chamber. I think we counted 7 when we walked, climbed through. And these holes here are not only to distribute the fuel, but to distribute workers as they come through and check these fuel tanks where that's needed. You can see over here, so through here, that's going back to the back of the wing. Here's a good picture too, when it comes out, how big it really is from front to back. From front to back, yeah.
Just another reminder, when they design airplane wings, it looks like the interior of your walls with the 2x4s, okay? Now these wings need support beams. There are no support beams going across in an arc manner whatsoever. I don't know what that pipe is for, but holy cow, man.
You see everything labeled. So if anything ever needs to be replaced.
All right, we're going to take some pictures here, or we're going to take a picture of that serial number there. And we will see what that comes up with later.
Everything has its own number. And this is the ribs, and on top of here is where you get to the actual the skin of the wing. So we're going to round the corner, get to the hatch, the fuel tank hatch, and we'll exit.
Around the corner? How many corners are there in a wing? Around what corner? Oh, that's hilarious. Around the corner, he says. Okay. How many corners are there? Oh my God. Spotless clean. Yeah, nothing fuel ever was on the floor. No residue of oily substances. I know, nothing. These guys. And then watch at the end. They just cut it out. They start going down the hatch where they went in supposedly. And then they just cut. They didn't just continue filming. So we don't know where they were. These guys are literally lying sons of a bitches.
And then this would take us to another, this is the wall. Okay, so I'm gonna go down the hatch and Austin's gonna follow me. There we go. So that's our update this week. We'll see you next week at the same time. A lot more going on. Bye. Have a great weekend.
And there they cut. I don't know where he was. He never proved nothing. So let's go back and do another search because what did I say? Oh, maybe it'll be on the list. Yeah. Yeah. I asked Google, YouTube construction of airplane wing fuel wing tanks. That's what I asked YouTube to show me. Okay. So we will look at how many there are and what's available for us to look at. So we've already looked at the one over here. That was last week or whenever it was. We've got more descriptions. We've got this Yahoo that we just watched. So there is literally no, and that's the same thing that we just watched there, fuel tank entry. I'm still not seeing any proof of fuel tanks in the wings whatsoever. Wing construction, I watched that. There's nothing there. See, here's a good, well, here, I'll show you on the phone. Airplane wing supports. And I know what you guys, I know you guys understand what I'm saying. So they've got all these ribs inside the wings to help support it. There is no fuel tanks anywhere in these wings. These supports would go the entire length of the wing. Yeah, they don't leave any description or diagram on where the fuel tank goes. Fuel tanks, because there's many supposedly. Here, look at this. I don't see no fuel tanks. I sit here and I think about what I'm being told. I'm still waiting. I've had one guy comment on my channel saying, become a mechanic and go find out yourself. Okay. I don't need to. You're supposedly the mechanic that works on airplanes. Show me something. My email is in the description. Take your fucking cell phone and press record. Record the entire thing. Show me the fucking plane, the wing, and you going in a ladder. I don't even think there are any external ports for you to go into the fuel tank. Why would you want to go into the fuel tank? You would take it out. You would dismantle the airplane wing there is a little hole for the fuel, the supposed fuel, to go into. I don't go crawling into my fuel tank in my car to see if it's okay, if it was big enough. And it wouldn't be square and 4 feet high. All day you can sit here. You can just sit here. You can sit wherever you are. Sit on the couch. You can sit on the kitchen table. I don't care where you sit. There's no proof of anything. And then you go to YouTube. There should be minimum 50 videos on where the fuel tanks are hidden, how the wings. Open up a wing. Take the skin, the aluminum skin off the top of the wing. Show me the fucking fuel tank capacity. You don't see it anywhere here. You see videos that are cut and edited. These guys, okay, it says fuel tank entry. That's all it says. That could be a fuel tank that goes into his ass because he's shitting out his bullshit. That's not a wing. Always, I don't want to miss that. Why is my mouse not working? There we go. Always when I was on long distance airplanes, it surprised me that the wings are thin and strong, very thin, yes, and strong compared to the whole airplane, and very bendable, yes. And as you watched on that square thing he was in ain't flexing. That is very solid and rigid. And like I said, the wing comes to a point. He keeps, like the one video we watched this morning, and he even says, oh, we're going to turn the corner? What do you mean you're going to turn the corner in an airplane wing? What corner? There are no corners. It's a straight wing. You can't go left and you can't go right. Oh my God. What's he going to go up 2 more flights too? Are you going to take an elevator? I got to get the elevator and go up to the 3rd level of the airplane wing here. Make sure that fucking fuel. My realm, how you doing, man? Scroll Sniper was there. Thomas. What is wrong with this mouse? Maybe the battery's low. Hey, Cranky. Michael Dillon's New World Order, beautiful. Everybody knows who they are. Oh yeah, there's. Just keep reviewing. That's all we do. The title of my search: construction of airplane wing tanks. You don't fucking see any. You see these little tiny ones for the Cessnas. That's all you see. Another diagram, supports. That's all you got. A quick guide to how to fucking lie to people. That's all it is. And that's all you get. There's nothing there. There's literally like 2 or 3 videos. That's it. Less than half a dozen things. Airplane, yeah, it's just shit. Aluminum wing spar construction. That's probably for another a day in the life of, yeah, I've seen that. There's no proof there either. Yeah, so there's literally no proof on YouTube, no proof on Google. It's just people blabbing. That's all they do. There's literally no proof. The only proof that they would have is the underbelly center fuel tank that is for other purposes other than propelling that airplane through the medium upstairs, up in the air, that we call the sky. The frequency. Truth or on ground got arrested for live streaming. Oh, there's a link there. Okay. I wonder if I can. Let's try something fancy here. We'll go to my live stream here. Can I go to that link? Okay, we'll play that now that I've been... We'll play the video that Squirrel Sniper just... Oops. We'll watch it together. Or some of it anyways. Of course, it's 33 minutes long, of course. And what let me just get the ins and outs about the video here. So what did he get arrested for? The attack maneuver on F-16 is called sloshing the bucket. Please be kind. Yeah, we'll watch a few minutes of it and see what the gist of it. We obviously aren't going to watch. Oh yeah, 33. There was, I went to Canadian Tire, which is a hardware store here in Canada. I was returning a used car battery. I noticed one of the toys, which was, I think it was was it a dinosaur or Godzilla or some stupid thing? Probably a dinosaur. Just to control all the tiny little minds of the children. And on the box, it was describing how tall it was. And guess how tall it was? 33 inches. Right in big bold lettering, 33-inch tall toy. Okay, good job there, Canadian Tire.
How do I turn this round?
Not sure what's going on here, but 1009. Let's scoot up to 1009. Watch it from, we'll go from 9 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, his kids, his younger sister, and a dog. And he had sex with all of them. He's been asked to take, as I say, BBC was asked to take the statue down, and they haven't. Can we start on every bar? So now. Come on, guys, let's get this shared. It's 200 people watching. We can get some more than that. Come on.
Oops. So again, I can't read all your comments, folks. I can't see all your comments, but remember this guy, the guy who designed and made that statue was a paedophile. He was into bestiality. He had an incestuous relationship with his daughter. This all came out, as I say, abuse charities, abuse. No, I saw when you said cranky. I giggled when you said that. I'm not cranky. I'm just what's the word? Psychotic. I get emotional, energetic, because I hate when people fucking lie. How to remove the wings of Boeing 740 shows how thin they are. Yes. Yeah, it's like some of them just like you barely can see them. It's just like and they're just, and you can see them doing this. I even watch home videos, if that's what you want to call them, of their flights when they go like overseas and stuff. I'm looking for obviously the curve, which I'll never find, but finally I'm getting like 10 or 11 watchers. Anyways, all the world's a stage. Yes, 100%. It's good. It feels good to like be able to critically think and question things, because I think I'm going to be done with this whole fuel hoax thing because it's a waste of my time. I've done the research. There's no videos, no pictures. What else can you do? You know, I'll move on to the next thing that I could easily disprove. You know, it's, you just keep on moving, you know, keep on going to the next. How many gallons of fuel do they claim in the wings of commercial jets? Well, lots. What was that? A 740? What did we watch? 747 or 737? Let's do 737. Fuel capacity of a 737. When outfitted with 9 auxiliary fuel tanks, it can hold. So there's going to be over 10,000 gallons of fuel, which is 171 pounds, 77,000 kilograms. So that is almost as much as a fully loaded semi-trailer, a 53-foot trailer. That's actually way more than that. Holy fuck. That's like 2 semi-trailers. I'm getting the pounds and the kilograms mixed up here. That's kilograms. So yeah, that's like 2 semi-trailers. You see them just floating around in the sky. That's only the fuel. What's the weight? Weight capacity of a 737. Takeoff weight. Okay. Oh my, what the hell? Maximum takeoff weight is 80,000 kilograms. So how the hell was it? $80,000 kilograms. So 77,000 kilograms of fuel, and the maximum weight is only, so that plane only weighs like 6,000 pounds. Let's take 6,000 kilograms. So that's like close to 15,000 pounds. I asked, what is the fuel tank capacity? Is 77,000 kilograms. The one before it, I asked what the weight of a 737 maximum weight is 80,000 kilograms. I don't know. I'm just asking Google. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, takeoff weight is so confusing because they lie. Yeah, 100%. Don't give in. They will threaten everything they can to get you using their product. But can they really enforce half of what they claim? No, I'm not going to make it easy for them. Grizu, Bobby Zines, they will only inject my dead body. Yes, very good point. 25,000 kilograms go into waiting around it break off a wing. Yeah, so I can feel at least 95% confident that these yahoos are not going to show me anything that has any proof in relation to at least the actual numbers. There can be fuel on an airplane, yes, but it's only to control certain parts, not to make it go fly from here to Timbuktu. Glad to hear. Hey, Bobby Zines, what's happening? These videos are absolutely hilarious that we watch of them supposedly being in the wings. Oh yeah, I was going to mention too. So I guess I can do that. Yeah, there's 2 points. I was just saying how in Quebec they want to tax the unvaxxed. I don't know how that's even possible to do that. I don't pay my taxes at the end of the year, so how do you tax? Like at the end of the year, they're going to charge you? I don't know. It's yeah. Talk to you soon there, my realm. On a picture shows 6 fuel tanks on a wing, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, 75 liters and 75,000 liters, and again 75,000 liters. So what is 150,000 liters? Oh my God, the wings will break off. Yeah. So are airplanes air compressors? Yeah, good point. Good suggestion. Self-perpetuating once they are up for false. See the no mass to so the few questions that I'm going along in my head with is when I'm watching these documentaries on plane disasters and stuff on well, yeah, I guess I just thought about it right now. It can go either way, I guess. When they say the plane is at a stalling angle, whether it has fuel or not, it's still going to fall out of the sky. Not fall out of the sky. It's going to lose lift, which has nothing to do with fuel whatsoever. There are some planes that have supposedly ran out of fuel or close to that. Again, there's no proof of it. It's just that's what they say. For sure, and use only little fuel. Yeah. Because you can watch, there's some good videos, a couple of good videos on how airplane engines are even developed and how they work. And a good friend of mine mentioned how some of them, how they test them for when they're flying through storms and rain. They literally are forcing water through these engines, thousands and thousands of liters a second, just forcing water into that engine. Why is it not stalling, he said, or cutting out? Because that water would be putting out the ignition, would it not? I don't know if the ignition is on the external or internal of the engine, like the spark plugs of an engine, because we can drive through a certain depth of water in our car as long as it doesn't go through the air intake. But that's all the engine is doing, is grabbing the air. So the whole thing is an air intake. So there are questions about how the engines work. And I'm sorry, they talk about, airplanes are more fuel efficient. How can a 175,000 kilogram plane be fuel efficient? That doesn't concept with me. What the fuck do you mean fuel efficient? A Cessna would be fuel efficient. Not a 700 passenger airplane is not fuel efficient. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, then the Titanic is fuel efficient then? Ooh, of course, the Titanic never existed. Of course, the name was switched, but whatever. A semi is not fuel efficient. A half-ton truck is not fuel efficient. I don't care how new it is. It is not fuel efficient. So how is a 175,000 kilogram plane fuel efficient? With 700 people on top of it and in it. Not on top of it, in it. On top of the plane. Fuck. Well, the air is what keeps the planes in the air, not the fuel. Yes, exactly. So, and some of these pilots are they're just loopy, man. Like, there's been at least plane, not even, let's say, I don't even know, let's say half a dozen plane disasters that I myself could have fixed if I was the pilot, just by thinking sensibly. Like fish in water at some speed. Yes, I understand that they slip through the air, but still, it's the whole weight. It's I don't care if you're a piece of paper flying through the air. It just doesn't make sense. These these engines are 10 feet fucking thick, 8 to 10 feet thick, the front of them, and then they come down into a cone. How is that fuel efficient? Having what is it, 20 or 30,000 pounds of thrust or whatever they have? Let's look it up. It is not fuel efficient, man. Oh, that's a screenshot. Rolls-Royce airplane engine thrust. How much thrust does a 737 have? Yeah, 30,000 pounds of thrust. To me, that's not fuel efficient. Why not? I would think a 10,000 pound thrust would be a lot more fuel efficient. It's like if you have a car with 350 horsepower. Obviously, the one with 150 horsepower and a 4-cylinder engine is going to be a lot more fuel efficient. And it's going to be a lot lighter. Hence, fuel efficiency. Usually you want small displacement, light fucking engines, light car. Not ginormous engines, ginormous vehicle. Like, it's not fuel efficient, man. That's why they supposedly need a quadrillion pounds of fucking fuel, because they are not. If they were fuel efficient, you would put in a little tank. Here, look at that fake. Look at that shit. Isn't that pretty? That fake CGI crap. 101 Rockhound, the UK supermarket. Give different prices for club card holders. They could certainly adjust it to require a pass. I just can't see the public enforcing it. Yes, exactly. 101 Rockhound says, easy to tax the unvaxxed. Every purchase, if you don't show your vax passport, they will add an extra 5% to the price. Well, they do that here already anyway, so whatever. They just fuck them. It's fun discussing stuff that we can provide proof of, because nobody can provide proof of fuel. And then when they're fueling these damn airplanes up, they use these tiny trucks in most of the airports. Supposedly they have tanks underneath the ground. Again, open up the tank if it's underneath the ground. Hook up some freaking transparent tubes so I can visually see the fuel going into the airplane wing. Problem solved. That's all you got to do. It's not hard. For those of you who joined late, you can watch the beginning of the program because, hey man, I got all day. I got all week. I'm waiting for the proof of some fuel in the tanks. In the airplane wings that are pointed and come to a point, that are flat and very thin, not fakery fuel tanks that are down under something. Supposedly to the guy that we watched earlier, he's down under something. Yeah, interesting. I talked to a refueler. I asked him how much that small tanker carried, and it wasn't enough to fill it. And I told him, and just don't. What he has told and doesn't think. He didn't reply. Yeah, so that's what my buddy and I were looking up the other day. So, 2,000 liter truck. 2,000 liter tank truck. So here we are. And this is only 2,000 liters, guys. 2,000 liters, man. That's it. Only 2,000 liters. This is what the trucks look like with only, how many? You're right, 2,000 liters. So these are 2,000 liter tanks. 737 fuel tank capacity in liters. 29, of course it's 29,666 liters.
29,666 liters are 26.022 to 29.666 cubic meters.
So 30,000. So they need, so divide that by 2, which is 15. So you need 15 of those trucks. 15. Again, whether it holds that much or not, you need to show me where the fuel tanks are and the fuel in them. Because remember the video we watched earlier today, how the fucking wings expanded out? So now you've got a wing coming out. So this has got to go into something. It just doesn't sit out here and flap around. When the wing becomes all one again, it comes back in. And then you've got the front part of the wing that extends out too. You've got the flaps, the spoilers up on top. Where? I don't get it. So yeah, I'll catch up with the chat here. Dr. Evil says planes run on compressed air. I talked to her. Yeah, so I read that one. Yes, about 25,000 liters. And you are right. I never seen it myself in the airplane. Again, it is my estimation 10,000 kilometers for 25,000 liters. Let's say 20,000 liters for a bigger one. Yes. Yeah, so yeah, something's not right. So if, like, I get that they may use, like, we all agree that they could use fuel for something, but it's the amount that they say they are using. Like if I drove 100 kilometers or 100 miles and I said I used that fucking 100 liters of fuel, that's insane. Where did I put all? And then, but I used 100 liters out of my 2,000 liter fuel tank in my car, which does not exist. There's something weird, man. And then again, they were like, and I've showed you videos of St. Martin, the fucking resort. There's literally standing in behind these huge engines that supposedly produce gases of some sort, because you would have to, because you're burning fuel of some sort, and they're not getting poisoned but through the air that they breathe, that they're standing behind the airplanes. I don't get it. Where? I can barely stand beside my car while I'm fueling, when I'm putting gas in it, because sometimes I let it run because I can, because it's not going to explode, because it's minus 45 at some point in time winter here, and I don't want to turn my car off because it's too damn fucking cold. That's the exact point that most don't get, Mikey. Yeah, it's not that the fuel is used, it's the amount. I know, it's and where do they put it? Again, I will show you a description. I cannot put all of this liquid into this container. I cannot do it. It's not big enough. Okay, so if we have, again, this here, so this is the fuel tanks. Here's the spoilers and angle arms, whatever you want to call them. Okay, and here's the fuselage. Okay, so still, I cannot put this into here. I can't do it. It doesn't work. My confusion too is that plane that landed in the the one that crashed in New York that one time in the lake or the Hudson or wherever they're landed, and they all survived. All the passengers got out onto the wings and stood on the wings and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited as the plane floated on the water as they were rescued. And yet, that was when they took off. That's not after they flew for 6 or 8 hours with empty fuel tanks. The plane was fully loaded and then floated on the water for an hour. Are we flying airplanes, or are we flying boats with wings? The container is too small. And the slowness of, yes, that's a good point. I just watched a video on, well, I didn't watch it because I didn't want to watch it because I would just get more frustrated. There are a few videos out there describing how airplanes are actually flying slower for some reason now. I don't know why we need to slow them down. Oh, maybe for fuel efficiency. Yeah, and then here's the weight. Again, here's the weight. The weight of 1 liter of liquid.
According to Homix, 1 liter of water weighs approximately 2.21 pounds.
Okay, so now we've got, so what was that? What was it? Almost 40,000 pounds. So that's, yeah, like almost close to 90,000 pounds of weight. That's only in the gas, let alone the luggage and these, the hundreds of people that are on these flights. The drag and lift. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't want to watch the video. But supposedly they're actually slowing down. Like the speeds have decreased from like 20 years ago. If they're flying 400 kilometers an hour, now they're flying 250 or 300 for some reason. I didn't watch the video. I think I remember watching it years ago. But yeah, so yeah, air propulsion, I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. But they are, like as they funnel the air, because the front of the engine's so huge, they take all that air and they funnel it through the cones or whatever they are, the fins, and they're compressing that air just so tight, and then they exploded out the back. But supposedly there's an ignition there for some reason. You don't need an ignition if you're compressing the air. It's going to make you go the opposite direction anyways, whether you have fuel or not, wouldn't it? I don't know. I hope it's going to clear up tonight. Let me check the sky here for a sec. Maybe. Oh, check in a couple hours. But yeah, so that's my spiel for now. I think I'm done with this whole fuel thing. I can't. I've been looking for months. I can't find any proof of the fucking fuel in the freaking wings. And I was. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna say. So maybe soon, maybe I'll take a live stream and we'll go to the airport here, and I'll show you around. And I've never seen an airplane being fueled here. I see those little trucks that I just showed you. I've seen them sit out there and even sit by the airplane, but they don't connect anything. They just sit there. And then after a bit, they'll go somewhere else at the airport. But they didn't do anything when they were sitting beside the airplane. Yeah, pneumatic motor. Yeah, I remember that from that Mr. Yahoo talking about the supposed alien technology. But it's just our technology, obviously. Yeah, I think the opposite of explosion. Yes, good point. Jets run on idiots. Wireless. Oh, that's the best one yet, man. Wireless. That's hilarious. What's up in space, Mikey? Yeah, good question. This is nothing. Nil. Niet. What? That made my day, that joke. That's kind of funny. Yeah, air compressors or those turbos or whatever you've seen. I don't know if you've seen some of those videos, how they were showing how they were just winding up a turbo, and after that it's free motion, or it's just good to go. The most high is above. Yes. Again, I was watching a movie yesterday or a video, and they said, yes, the sky is the limit. Yes, I know the sky is the limit. You can't go any further. Yeah, we had a good few videos there to watch at the beginning. But yeah, I don't even know why I think about it anymore. There's nothing there. Nothing. And then again, I'll get the comments, blah, 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 go get your education, blah, 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 go become a mechanic. No. And it's you that are saying that there's fuel tanks. Show me. I don't need to go get an education or be a mechanic. You are the one stating that you live on a spinning ball and there's gravity generating energy for that plane, or it has a force on the plane. No, it's called weight. And so if the plane is heavy, it will fall due to its weight and density. It doesn't have much density, but it has weight. It's not I hate when people say, oh, the center of gravity in your vehicle. No, the center of weight. what do you mean center of gravity? What, your car has gravity now? What do you mean by that? Center of weight. Electricity drives the compressor. Yes, collected from the air, like Tesla wanted. Just a thought just now. Yes. You're not a scientist, so you don't know that statement is so sad. I get it all the time. Yeah. I wonder if I can go fuel up my car next time and do it wirelessly. I'll phone like the gas station. Yeah, is there a way of fueling up my car without wires, like just like the cell phone, Wi-Fi? You got Bluetooth fueling? What do I do for supper now? I don't know. Oh, you guys are good. We had a good chat this time. But I think I'm done with this fuel shitting thing. It's a waste of time. Thanks again. I think I'm going to end the stream here. But thanks again. A million thanks to all you guys for tuning in and watching. All you awesome subscribers. Dr. Evils, Bobby Zines, Grizu, and Michael Dillions, because he's got dillions of money, and everybody else, Andrew, Michael, Bobby, and whoever else was at the top there, my realm, Squirrel Sniper. Right on, guys. If it clears up, I'm gonna go make a video with the P1000, boys and girls, which was charging. Yeah, it's fully charged now, which is good. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Big hugs to everybody, and have a fantastic evening. As you say, no evidence about the fuel. Thank you as well. Yes, we'll talk to you soon, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye for now.